G'day nuclear enthusiasts and welcome back to episode 9. I've had a bit of time to think off camera and I'm kind of deciding, even though if we look at our service compliance for the next hours to come, you can see at least 3 of those hours we can see in the future of that, can't see any further. It's going to be rather high, aka it's going to damage our power transformers, which I am absolutely kicking myself for buying Loop 2 before purchasing that power transformer. Just for the fact that we're on that extreme difficulty with that extra 25% bonus and all that sorts of stuff in terms of the city's demand on their power and all that sorts of stuff. So we have one sort of service compliance estimate number there, but if we go into the entire day, it gives us an average over the 24 hours where that one there is just per hour. A couple of other things, the maximum mode, thank you for Caden Arrow for letting me know to get this into the maximum setting, which allows some of the alarms a little bit higher values, so hopefully they don't go off as often as they had in the past. So today I will definitely be trying to meet requirements over the 3 hours right here. And further, I don't think it should go any higher up as it goes over to midnight, and then maybe around 2 a.m. is when our power transformer that we bought in a previous episode on its way to us already. It's already shipping, so it should get to us at 1800 hours and then automatically install itself. So hopefully we can try and get everything done and then even per se shut down one of the power transformers, this one we have currently, to repair it, while the other one takes up a bit of slack during that repair time itself. So that's my plans for the future without having to shut the reactor down at all. Once we do all that, we can then bring on generator 2 along with generator 3, even maybe upgrade loop 2 first, if at that point generator 3 and loop 3 needs that full repair to shut down, etc. So we'll see how we all go. And there's going to be a lot done in this episode if we can get that time skipped up as fast as possible and we're able to meet and get that demand out to the city themselves. So it's going to be a very interesting next few episodes. I've been told try not to play with this as much as possible, but it's just my OCD and I'd rather it quite perfect overall than it not to be. So it says 306, that's what I'm most likely... Oh, now it says 360, they've changed it. Yeah, righto. Oakley dokley. That's a different update. So let's see if we can get this to 55 and get it to that original number, 10.08, 10.09-ish. And we'll eventually gradually increase that temperature slowly, as well as all the xenon, and which we should be burning off more of. There we go, the value's dropping just because we are higher in that reactivity gauge there. So that should eventually drop off. The iodine should probably go up as it's got the 6% chance to create. And yeah, we've got some about 30-ish on the iodine. And still, yeah, that is actually still somewhat going up itself, because it is rather high. Yeah, but we'll see if we can get this all done over the next few hours. So we're at least meeting the demand overall, or at least above 81%. Above 90% is when we get that extra objective right here. So the minimum and the minimum of the 81. So that's like 56,000 plus an extra 10,000 itself. So it's a nice little extra bonus at the end of each day. And there we go. We've got the order changed to packed and it's now being delivered out to us now. There we go. We are way delivering over. Okay. Let's go to 33 like we have done in the past. And that is not good at all. Let's see if we can drop that down. There we go. We're already below 5,000 on the capacity, so that temperature should then drop already. Nice. Oh, just saved that in the nick of time. On that 3x speed can be real dangerous sometimes. That's all good over there. How are we on this one? Because we are raising the temperature. Yep, we can probably get a little bit more power out of this. But I'm hesitant to lower the reactor power and the control rods just for the fact that it will go right back up again till close to like 11 o'clock tonight. 2300 hours. See if we can open them up maybe a little bit more. 45. Get that further away from danger. And I'm not too sure if I'll ever actually get another resistor until maybe we've got like 3 generators all installed and upgraded and things like that. Just for the fact that 5,000, any more than that, you're just really wasting a lot of fuel. Pretty much like I am at the moment. Yes, I will admit, but it is for a reason. Just for the fact that it would have to do so much more work just to get this back up and going in the next hour or two. 47, 46. So yeah, I'll probably bring this up by like 1. I know it'll increase the power. 89, and it's coming up further. So let's crank that up to about 10-ish. I think would be good. I don't want it to go any further than about 90 degrees. And that's dropping a little bit too fast. Let's see if we can go 8. Just bring it up by 1 value from original. Nah, let's just go 1 more. Number 9. 2 up. Yeah, that won't do as much as what it was. It might stop at about 85 degrees. Reactivity has dropped. Let's get them onto 50, like I probably should have to begin with, honestly. There we have it. $16.06. We're not quite meeting demand. Let's just go 25. Might need to go further than that because they're wanting 7,800. There we go. Bring that up. Hopefully we're not overdoing it on the power too much. 98. I do see it coming up, so let's go back up to 25. If I can try and not damage the power transformer as much as possible, I will try and do so for sure. So the next hours, so 17, 5, 6, and 8 p.m. is when it's going to be the highest and when I'm most likely going to be doing the most amount of damage on the transformers themselves. So I'll just try and start off 1 maintenance analysis. We need to get 20 repairs to the plant next for the Steam achievement. And then maybe in the future we'll go ahead and do that train escape after doing meltdown. And maybe even try and resurrect and save the core at the same time in a different kind of save or reverted save. 10.11. That's come down a bit. We've got quite a bit of xenon poisoning going on. 1907, we're still meeting demand. How's our... Very, very stable, I like that. 75, okay, so it should have probably been able to come down to 8. Oh, plus, we're also not putting as much steam over here as what we were before, because they're now on like 25. Instead of the 33 we originally had, which is why it probably bounced up in that temperature so much more. So yeah, let that come up and allow that steam generator not to work so hard to turn that cold water back into steam again. We could probably even filter some boric acid out of the reactor, to be honest. Has come up quite a bit. It's alright, we are coming up in temperature ever so slowly. We are almost not meeting demand, so let's see if we can bring this down to about 15. And we are now damaging our transformer, so I'm going to see if I can try and minimize it as much as possible, because like nearly 10,000 kilowatts are going through it right now, and they're pretty much demanding that at the moment. So hopefully that'll stay at about 10,000, as we were about 115 kilowatts away from that, and we are definitely still giving them what they want. Excellent. Next hour is going to go up slightly. That's all right. In another 40 minutes. So we're still trying to bring these up. Let's go 45. And I might even... No, that should be more than enough. That should kick out some of the xenon itself, as it's more reactive than normal. Good, good. I'm just worried about the transformer. 46% damage. 22. Nearly got... We got 28%. 22. Okay, not too bad. Won't be too long until we need to shut down, but at least we'll be able to get the second loop up and going without having Gen 3 kind of screwing things up. It'll be good to bring one online while the other is already outputting to the grid, so we'll have to manage everything in terms of the resistors since we've only got one. And let's see if we can bring that down ever so slightly. Actually, I won't do that. I'll keep it at 10. It's nearly there, and I'm expecting it to bring up probably not too much, maybe 10,500. They might be demanding in the next hour. 6, sorry. 101.2. Get rid of that flashy thing. Good, good. Doing quite a bit of damage, hopefully not too badly, before our generator or the new transformer gets installed. And let's see how long it's got. Machines and upgrades, yeah. Here we go, so 2 hours. Not too bad. So it's going to be installed a lot earlier than expected, which is going to be really fantastic. It might even kick in just in time for maybe, yeah, the 20-hour mark. So 8 o'clock might just save us. So they're requiring 10,100. Let's just give them just a little bit more, just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. That should come up. We're already meeting 100%, so that's fine by me. I just don't want that to go down even further because we're not quite meeting it. As you can see there, it just dropped a bit more. 102. Let's just go 15. Damaging it quite a bit. Let's see if we can get another maintenance analysis going. And then depending, we've got a lot of money in the bank, which I will be very pleased to upgrade the new loops pumps, which, yes, we only required 2. Massive spaced out moment in the past. And I think that will actually come up quite nicely. Won't need to filter too much of the boric acid out. But then when we bring loop 2 online, maybe in the next episode, we will definitely have to do so, as we'll be transferring a lot more heat away from the reactor in terms of, yeah, having to leave that as is, but because we'll have a higher pump output, it'll definitely be more temperature over. 1002, we're just not quite meeting it, but I'm not doing too much damage. 10,106. Nice and stable. We're still fine there. Can even come up a little bit on the condenser, but that's quite a-okay by me. And also, many comments have been telling me the admit valves are what you use to actually bring your synchroscope up to power and all that without having to use your bypass valves and things. But I will definitely have to do some testing off camera maybe, or even in the future on a boring kind of episode, as it will bring up your efficiency. That's what apparently will bring this gauge up here, by having this at about maybe 85%, which I will do in the future. I just don't want to change too many things at the moment. Let's bring it back up, because they are not wanting a lot of power. There we go, 33%. Bring that on down. Stop damaging it at least for a smidgen more. Until 1 more hour on that power transformer. 45 minutes roughly. I think we're going to make it just. Ooh, been kicking myself for not getting that transformer first. So yeah, it's interesting that this got changed up to 360, or it might have been a typo. I'm not too sure.
Operator, maintenance report is complete. Now you can check it from your tablet.
Yeah, righto. Thank you, AO. What do we got on the transformer now? We only got about 2% or so on it, if that, maybe 1.5% damage. That is not too bad at all, and we are still kind of overdoing it a bit too much. So let's just maybe go to 40, bring it down just a smidgen more, just so our resistors don't have to take too much of it. Get another one.
Operator, I'm going to start with the analysis of
Maybe not too much, maybe just 35. There we go, just bring that up just a bit more. That's fine. Wait, 15 more minutes until we're saved, and we can go downstairs and set up the new transformer, shut down the old one, and repair it. Or we might even be smarter to wait 1 more hour until we're expecting it to go down way further. And yeah, get that one ongoing, and then get loop 2 up and going in the next episode. That would be fantastic. 5 more minutes. 9.99. We should probably filter some of it out just a little bit. On 25. No, probably want 15. As the pump comes up. Speed that time up a bit. There we go. She's in. We're saved. Construction of the transformer has been complete. So now we need to go and connect it and do all that good jazz. But I just got to do this one very quickly. Let's just bump it up to 25. I know it's going to drop it back down again, but hopefully it'll come up faster than what it would have originally. Just wait for a couple of seconds and get this one done. There we go, and I'll turn that off now, and let's just run downstairs and get that transformer quickly connected. And actually being used, saving our butts just in the nick of time. I'm glad it doesn't take too much longer to install the transformer itself. So it's all the way at the back here while AO does his normal checks. Normal thing, do the crab walk. See, as we've got one pump actually spinning, the other one's not yet. So here we go. So let's see if we can get number 2 on. Excellent. She's alive. So let's just go on upstairs, and then we'll have, instead of like the extra 10%, spending 750,000 points or monies to get an extra 10% out of one transformer. You spend half that at like 350 or 320,000, and you get a whole new transformer, doubling your entire capacity. So now we don't have any risk of damaging our power lines on the way out. High temperature condenser. It's getting a little high. That's fine. And now, as you see, we have 2 transformers and 17,000 kilowatts. Fantastic. That is so good. And before we forget, let's just see if we can bring this all the way down, since now we can just do it. And we're half an hour in, 84%. It might be an idea to quickly, since we did that in 3x speed almost, let's just go 3x speed very quickly. Get this on back up, at least above 90%, and I'll be more than happy. So we're almost above demand, so we're overproducing and bringing this number up just a little bit. And then just before it clicks over to 2100, I will definitely just quickly flick that resistor back on again to take up any extra. Is that as much as we can juice the system? Really? What do we got on the transformer? So we got up to 48, so we gave it an extra 2 or 3% wear just before we got that second transformer installed. That is an absolute lifesaver, that is. So now we should be able to bring up loop 2 in the next episode. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz for the YouTube algorithm, and stay sharp till next time. As always, see ya.